All right, it's time now for a cooking segment here in the TV8 kitchen. I've got Chef Kevin Erving from Beano's Cabin joining us. You've been here for a little bit getting set up. A lot of activity in our kitchen today. We love it. It's already kind of coming alive. How have you been?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
Saw you kind of strolling up the back alleyway with your coolers and everything, and I said, that's got to be Chef Kevin because he's looking like a chef.
Who else would be here like that?
I know, right? So let's get into the details first. Obviously, you're going to make, you have something wonderful you're going to prepare. You have one version of it done. You're going to bring it back to the beginning to take us through the whole process. But let's let everyone know about Beano's. I'm aware of it, but it's an experience like nothing other.
It is. I feel very lucky to be up there. It's you start with a sleigh ride up from the base of Beaver Creek to 9,200 feet, where you're going to have a 5-course prefix menu. It's very customizable, so everybody starts with a soup. We also have a choice of a kale chopped salad, which I'm going to prepare for you today. We have a frank salad, which is roasted beets, some sherry vinaigrette. And then from there, it's kind of your own choice. If you like foie gras, you can have foie gras. If you like truffle raviolis, we have that. We make a house-made bison sausage as well.
I'm looking through here right now, seeing all that. Honestly, so it's not a full-on open menu. You have a fixed menu.
It is.
And you have a few options within that fixed menu.
Correct. But if you like lamb, you can have lamb for your entree. We also have some Skuna-based salmon, some Alamosa striped bass, which is fantastic. I think the venison is definitely one of our most popular dishes with the roasted parsnip puree, some Brussels sprouts, and a little pomegranate reduction. Okay. It's delicious.
And this has been your fixed menu throughout the wintertime? It
has. It slightly evolves. You know, we revisit each dish every other week or every couple of weeks and trying to kind of make it a little bit better, and then by the end of the season, sometimes it can completely change. So.
Okay. So Kevin, let's get into the details about the salad you're going to prepare for us today. Tell us what you have going on.
Sure. So this is a kale chopped salad. So kale is, a superfood. It's been pretty popular for a lot of years. It's got lots of fiber. It's very healthy. So I kind of made a version of a chopped salad with this. It's with a green goddess dressing, or a tarragon Greek yogurt, as I like to call it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start preparing a little bit of the dressing here for you. So I've got some parsley, some chives, and some tarragon. Okay. We're going to put that here in the blender.
Now, is this enough dressing for how many salads will this?
This will probably make 8 to 10 salads.
Okay.
Okay. So then I've got a few anchovies. Don't worry if you don't like anchovies. You don't have to use them. Some people are a little bit frightened by those. I've also got some Dijon mustard.
Always a staple in the kitchen for sure, the Dijon mustard, isn't it?
It's a go-to for sure.
It does a lot.
For chefs, it's Dijon mustard and arugula. Then I've got some lemon juice. So this is juice of 3 lemons.
Juice of 3 lemons.
I've got 1 cup of canola oil.
1 cup of canola oil, okay.
And then I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on there.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and blend this up. It's a little bit noisy because I brought my industrial blender because that's what chefs like to play with.
So let's blend that up during the commercial break. Then we're going to come back after the break and we'll keep going. But show us like the next step after the dressing. Let's say the dressing is done. What do you have happening next?
The next step after the dressing, so we're going to start with a bowl. I've got some kale that I've chiffonaded into just a little more bite-sized pieces.
Chiffonaded.
Chiffonaded. It's a chef term of kind of making it small and thin. I've also added some iceberg lettuce just to kind of take the edge off the kale because kale can be a little strong by itself. Okay. Over here I've got some tomatoes.
Look at you. You got it all laid out perfectly.
Like a magician. Do you see that?
You are a magician. You're an artist and a magician and a chef.
So tomatoes, a little bit of diced cucumber. You could do whatever you want with this at home. One of the reasons I chose this salad was so that people could make it at home. The dressing's fairly straightforward. So a little bit of egg. Okay. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper over here.
Okay, so Kevin, we're going to go to Laura, check in on the weather report.
Sounds good.
We're coming back after the weather. We're going to find out how the dressing turned out, and then the next step of the salad here, right? Sound good to you?
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the show. We're going to be going up to Laura. You got to look at your weather forecast for Thursday.